watching this as the live stream or the replay, there's going to be some good messages today. I feel it. Not just because it's the luck of the Irish. Happy St. Patty's Day. Hopefully that's not coming off too loud. Do let me know. Justin said hello. That might have been a long time ago. Hello, Justin. So today I'm doing things a little different. Not only am I live at a different time, poor Elliot, he's like, what's going on? This is supposed to be our time. We'll have our time later. I shouldn't have slept in. But I also am going to do pick a card. Basically, pick a deck, but pick a card. Not just one card. I'll pull a bunch of cards. And if you are watching this as the replay after I'm able to go in and edit the description to give you little chapter titles so you can just hyperlink on over to those. I'm going to incorporate a digital bowl. You've heard the first one already. And so there's a different crystal bowl for each of the cards you pick. And I also, it's not a crystal bowl, sorry, it's a singing bowl, but I have crystals to go along with them. So, and then a message from 2 oracle decks and of course, a tarot deck. It wouldn't be Everyday Introvert Tarot without a tarot deck. How's this coming across? Can you hear it? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. It's an experiment. It's hard to know. So we have 3 different singing bowls. So this one is the deepest one. That one's number 3, actually. So I'll play them in the order of the card choice you might want. Hey, Jackie. Thanks for being here. Can you hear the singing bowls all right? This will be for those of you who want choice number 1. I'll play them all first. Just the vibration you need. Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. This is card 2. I don't know what Elliot's doing there. He's making me nervous. He's making sounds I'm not used to making. And this is for card number 3. So all 3 different vibrations. Hey, girl power. Good to see you. That feels so good to do that in the morning. I usually ring my crystal bowl, but it's too big to lug over here. Hi, Elliot. You going to come up and say hi? You going to come up? Oh. I got to zoom out a bit so everyone can see it. There he is. Hi. Say hi to Tarot Pop. Hey, Nicole. Hi. You're going to be with 2 today. Oh, number 2. Okay. She's putting it in the comments. She's putting it down to the universe. Which bowl, which card. Yeah, Elliot's so cute. You did a good job, didn't you? Okay, you going to let me do my cards? You going to pull cards with me today? He hasn't been wanting to do it lately, so. Hi. Oh, thank you. Bonjour. Hey, Sarah, how are ya? All right, can I put you down? No? Can I put you on the floor? Here, you want to pull a card? You want to lick my arm? You don't want to pull a card? Come on, just one for the people. Which one? Stick your nose on it. He's like, no, don't want to pull a card. What about this one? He's always king of the day. No? He's like, don't do this to me. Okay. All right, sweetie. I got to do this. People are here and they want some card messages. Hey? Yeah. Yeah, off camera when the camera isn't rolling, it's like, oh, I'm in. You're so funny. He's like, I want my morning time. We usually meditate right around now. I know. I got to shift things up. Keep you on your toes. Keep you on your toes, little buddy. Got to get the scritches in. Anyone wear green for St. Patrick's Day? I had to drag this out of the out of the drawer, way back in the drawer. I only wear it today, actually. Hmm. All right, you want to get down? Here, I'll lift you down. There we go. All right. All right. Good. Yay. All right. So let's start with pile number one. Who those of you who chose pile number one. Let's start with this beautiful singing bowl. Tune into the energy. I'm feeling for these people. There's a softer energy that's needed. And I'm also going to choose the crystal for you after I pull the card. I have, okay, I'm going to show you. So it's this Stillbite. Sorry, it's not going to come through very well. It's called Stillbite. Normally it's not polished. It's usually a rough raw crystal, but I just love this. It's hard to see it. I can see it. I can tune into its energy, and it's very angelic. To me, it's almost like angel wings are folded up. It just has that iridescentness to it. It's quite beautiful. So that's for my card number one, people. I really feel that you need that angelic softness and soft energy. So, oh, in France, you don't have St. Patrick's Day? Okay. Well, that's okay. You can live vicariously through me. I wonder if I can turn this off. I'm getting too warm. Nicole saying, green is my favorite color, but oddly have no green clothes. I know green is kind of an odd color to wear. I agree. So that's why I got this. So on we go to card number one, pile number one. And let's just see what the messages that come up for you based on what I just picked up. We'll see if it aligns. I'm using the Lightseer Tarot. Oh, soft, calm energy. And then we get the Knight of Wands. I'm actually feeling that this is something that you've been experiencing lately. And maybe it's getting a little out of hand. You haven't been giving yourself the time to take a break or to take a rest, because it almost feels like if you stop, you're going to lose the momentum you had. But even racehorses go in spurts, in sprints, and have to rest. So you really have to just condition yourself for the longevity of what you're doing or what you want to accomplish. You do need to give yourself some kind of break. And maybe if you're worried that you're going to lose momentum based on the past actions or inactions that you've experienced, then maybe this is the opportunity for you to try something a little different to get that break. Maybe take less time, maybe give yourself a limited time, put an alarm on, put it in your calendar to take breaks, right? Oh, it's your favorite color? Well, it's so cool that it comes up on my screen. Your name is in green. So that's cool. So I'm also pulling some oracle cards and go deeper with some tarot as well. I just want to see what the overall thing is here. All right. Okay, I doubt it. Oh, and then we have raise your vibration. So it's so funny because I pick up all that calm energy need, and I'm even feeling really kind of calm and relaxed. Usually I'm a little more animated. But Knight of Wands, action, everything I had just said about maybe taking a lot of action and not wanting to slow down to lose momentum. And then you get raise your vibration. But here's the thing. You don't have to be sluggish, or sorry, let me rephrase that. You don't have to be animated and that, and then also raise your vibration. This is actually you being able to still be in that state of calm and stillness and raise your vibration that way. Because to me, just because you're taking a lot of action doesn't mean it's for the better good. Doesn't mean that it's not just frenetic and just doing for doing's sake. That isn't necessarily meaning you're raising your vibration. You can do things and be active from a state of a lower vibration. It's all about what your thoughts are, what you're thinking about, how you perceive yourself in judgment or in appreciation in whatever it is that you're doing, right? I take a few minutes of rest. I need it to resting. I need it today. Yeah, good. Feeling the sun. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? It's very overcast here. Take it when we get it, though. Oh my gosh. Take it when we get it. So let's pull a Soul Trees card here. Well, that one flipped over in the deck. It's like that in the deck. Let's find that one. Ascension. So all these cards are talking about raising your vibe, but what I'm picking up, hey Tarot Pop, with this ascension is that you need to gather your energy so it's more in alignment and more focused. Because if it's scattered everywhere, it's pretty hard to get height. You know, you need to be centered, you need to be grounded so that you have something to spring off of to get there, right? And it's interesting that Ascension came, and I have this Stillbite crystal, which is all about that angelic energy. And it gives you that perspective of softness, of trusting what comes to you, of trusting that sometimes you need assistance and you have to learn to ask for help. So let's see what other tarot cards come from here. Got a couple of geese circling around. They don't normally do that. They usually fly overhead, but they did a big U-turn and they're coming back to the water. Interesting. It's okay to change your mind. I love that. King of Wands. What's this? Yes, I had people you try to be on. I had people you try to be on my nerves that decentered myself. Oh yeah, but now I'm taking detachment of that situation. Good. Yes. So important. And it's going to happen. That's the thing. We can't just be like, okay, I'm all love and light now. Nothing can bug me. It's like, no, that's when you get those notes from the universe saying this is a test to see if all your actions are in row or all the things you're doing are in a row. Okay, we got more fire going on here. We've got the King of Wands that wanted to come as well. So you've got the Knight and you got the King. And and it feels like this is really allowing you to say, hey, just because you need to take some time to have that softness, it means it's going to help give you energy. It's going to help you grow. It's going to put you in a place of trusting who you are, right? Nicole's on the detachment train. Yeah. Yeah, diplomatically, that's always a difficult thing to do. But yes, but stay on your path no matter what. Yeah, love that. Love it. Let's pull one more for this card one. And the great thing is even if you didn't choose the first one, if the message resonates, you know it's for you. And My nose gets itchy when the message is right. So maybe I needed to hear this message today. It's funny how that works. I haven't even had coffee yet. We'll get to that. So, and then you have the Page of Cups. So all of the court cards that have come through just for the tarot. And so Page of Cups is just saying, be willing to change your perspective on things. You've got to love what you're doing, even if it feels strange. So like I said in the beginning of this card one perspective is do something a little differently, and you're doing it for the fact you need that break. You need that time to unplug from that thing you're doing to recharge, because you'll be so much better for it. You know, that King of Wands is saying that this is something you're meant to do. But even kings rest. You've got to find what works for you. Okay? Itchy nose. All right, I think that's done for our card number one. And now let's go to card one, deck one, whatever you want to call it. We're on to number two now. Tune into this message from the universe, this vibration. All right. Let's pull some cards. I think this was you, Nicole, was it? All right. Here we go. Oh, I never tuned into the energy you needed when that went. Interesting. Well, guess we didn't need to do it that way. Okay, yeah, it's Nicole's. Oh, Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is just, it's less about getting messages. This is how it's coming through to me. And it's more about just feeling deeply what you feel. And while I was playing the bowl, I was just feeling my energy come straight back to me and focus on what I was hearing. Part of me wanted to go, oh, I wonder if they can hear it. And then it was like, just focus on what you're picking up. So for Queen of Cups, this is saying you need that space to really understand how you feel about things, because that's how you really determine whether something is meant for you or not, especially if you need to make decisions. I think it's a really good way for you to kind of decide, is this what I need or not? If we're forced to hurry to make a decision, we then start thinking with our head instead of with our heart, with our body. That is really the thing that guides us. We need more than our head to move forward. We need our feet. We need our everything in alignment. So giving yourself that opportunity to start trusting that, tune into it. When you have the time, tune into your body while you're feeling the environment around you and how it affects you, and notice what might be a yes and a this is a direction, or a no. And the more you practice that when you're not in that urgent energy, then you'll be able to trust it when you do get into that urgent energy. Excuse me for a second here. Always when I got to go on camera, everything's got to start doing its thing. All right. And the crystal that I actually picked for you, interesting enough, is this Smoky Quartz. And it's a point. I have different ones. And in my mind, I was thinking that it's specifically this one. It's polished, but it's polished to a point. So you can get to the point. You can gather your energy. And Smoky Quartz is really good for clearing energy, helping with those thoughts that are shifting you from trusting what you have and trusting what you need to do. And the fact that it's nice and short, it's sturdy, so you can put this on a surface and it will be very grounded. And it also comes to a point so that when you finally, with all the inclusions in there, notice it's not perfectly clear. This is all of the things that are going on in your emotional life, your mental, everything, your body, all of this. And when it comes into alignment to through the tip, then you can ascend your energy to that place of inspiration and trust the guidance that you pick up, that you exude for other people, as well as what you pick up for yourself. So let's pull a Soul Trees card. It has scarcity. What I'm picking up, I'm just looking out at the trees outside. They kind of look like this. There's not a lot of leaves on them. There's not a lot of foliage happening yet. And sometimes we need that contrast between what we see and what we don't have and what we really want. But what you focus on is the thing that expands. So if you're focused on the scarcity, you need to replace that with something that feels more abundant and aligned. Well, let's pull one of these energy cards. Divine Energy Oracle. I'm really kind of slow today. I maybe should have poured a coffee for myself. Grieve your losses. So that might be why that scarcity is being thought of, because you're deep in your feels, as we get that from this Queen of Cups. And maybe it's discerning between those deep feelings that you have. And it's like, look, I'm done. I don't want to feel this anymore. But it's going to come up in a time when you can better deal with it. So you have to trust the timing of when these thoughts come through. Okay. We're going to pull some more tarot. Nine of Cups. Yeah. And this is reminding you that when you do release that stuff that you've been grieving, then you're going to be a lot lighter and brighter. You're going to be like this singing bowl. And it looks like the one I was playing. And you'll be in a place of being able to receive all of the beautiful things that are meant for you. But you have to be willing to clear those cups out. Grieve the losses, not get stuck there, but grieve those losses. Let's pull one more. It's a process, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not like, okay, tonight I'm going to grieve all my losses and be done with. It's going to come in little bits. And that Queen of Cups was reminding you that you can do it. You have the capacity to get through these things, and then trust that it's a muscle you're building, and you're getting stronger and stronger every time you face the grief. And maybe it's not grief of a loss of a loved one. Maybe it's loss of, the lifestyle you had, or it could be anything that you feel is a loss. Don't discount your own grief just because it doesn't live up to somebody's really horrible grief, right? We are all individuals, and we all deserve to grieve the things we perceive as losses. Okay. It could be as simple as, oh my God, I had to cut all my nails because one of them broke and now I have short nails. It could, whatever. All right. And here we go. We've got the Knight of Cups that's also on there. And it's really showing you that you'd have to love yourself through that process, right? You've got to really trust that you can still love things. You can still be of your heart. And sometimes it shows up in a way that it feels like you're more vulnerable than you thought you needed to be or you wanted to be. And you have to be willing to just give yourself the space to just feel into who you are. You are who you are. And that's that. All right. We're moving on to number 3. Make sure you hit that like button, please, if you're liking the messages so far. And here we are for number 3. This one's a lot deeper. This one really feels like it clears the energy. Brings you back to that state of believing in your dreams. Beautiful. Yeah, it's my favorite bowl too. It just has such a beautiful resonance to it. So funny that second bowl, this one has the same pitch as my big crystal bowl. It's weird how they're identical. All right, let's move on to the message for those who wanted card number 3. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Time to release and move on. I'm feeling like this isn't, you're not just starting to move on. You're mid-path on moving on. Yeah, it does. It's very calming. I love it. And I love that this card the way it shows up in this Light Seer Tarot. It's much nicer than the 10 of Swords in the other deck. And it really just feels like you're honoring what's past, your past. And that's giving you the strength to continue moving forward because you're taking all of the best parts of what you've experienced with you. You're taking the lessons, you're taking the strengths you didn't know you had until you were, what's the word? I can't think of it. That's what you get for not having coffee. Challenge, that's it. The things that you were challenged with, like you didn't, sometimes we don't realize our strength until we're challenged enough to actually do something about it. You know, the Hulk syndrome. All right. And the crystal that I chose was this little sphere. It's Blue Quartz sphere. And this just has the energy of speaking your truth with love and compassion. It's also a good crystal to have if you have trouble falling to sleep or going to sleep for some reason. So if that resonates with anybody. And let's pull from the soul trees. And at the end, I'll ring the bowls again a little bit to kind of end the session. So stick around. Ooh, this one. I don't think I've ever had this one. It's beautiful. Subtle energy. And yeah, that third bowl definitely has that energy of just bringing calm. Same with the crystal, just bringing that calm, beautiful connection to who you are leaning into being now, that you're releasing and walking toward the light and notice where it's bringing her toward that light. And sometimes when we get this subtle energy, with the Ten of Swords, it's about finality, but sometimes we're expecting, like end of a chapter, okay, flip the page. It's like, hello, where's the differentiation? But sometimes things are so subtle that the transition is barely noticed. And it's not until you stop for a moment and you kind of think or look back and think, oh yeah, I'm a different person than I was before. So it's interesting how it makes you reflect on things a bit. Instead of getting pulled back into the responding and the reacting, you can be like, oh yeah, that subtle change. Because in our head, we might revert back to, oh, this is how I always reacted and responded. Oh, here we go again. But the subtle change has already happened throughout us that we've got to let our body catch up a little bit to that. And I think that's where that, where'd it go? All the cards are muffled together here. And that's that 10 of Swords is just that space of honoring that it's finished the way it was, and maybe it was very subtle. All right, it's divine energy card. Go with the flow. Yeah, you've got to be willing to just trust that you are going in the direction you're meant to. You've got to trust how you feel about it. And that gives you the opportunity to really understand on a different level how the changes have affected you. So I'll pull a couple more tarot for that. Oh, we have the moon. Definitely go with the flow. So follow the phases and watch your energy and notice your mental, emotional, physical energy, and then take a look. What's the moon cycle doing right now? Is it a full moon? Is it a new moon? Because those can give you a hint if you're still learning how your body responds to energy and learn your intuition, is look at the moon phases and notice how your body is responding. That's a hint. Women, they have their flow cycle and keep track. Well, this isn't that. This is just keeping track of how your energy is, or just basically how your energy is. Well, the thoughts you're having, or how your body is feeling, and how your emotions are feeling. And you can pretty much start to track it. Do it for a couple of months, and you'll be able to forecast ahead. Okay, this new moon is coming. That means I'm going to be, whatever. It could affect everyone differently. So I won't put ideas in your head, but we have to keep track of our own cycles. I don't like saying that because this is not that. That's not what I mean. It's how we get to know who we are becoming, because they change, right? How we feel about things can change, and how we're affected by the surroundings around us by the moon. It has a big effect. We don't think it does. We think the sun is like, whoa, it's bright. It's daylight because the sun's out. Even if it's cloudy, it's scorching hot when it's really out there. So it gets a lot of attention, and the moon is just like, oh, there's the moon. But it has enough power to change the oceans and the waters, to create the tidal systems. That's powerful. That is subtly powerful, right? Go with that subtle card. All right, what else do we have? And then we have the Emperor, which kind of goes along with what I'm saying. It's like, be strategic with your energy. Get to know yourself on a level of trusting enough of how you're going to react and respond to things, so you can track it in advance when it comes to the things that influence you, whether it's the moon or circumstances or events that come up. We know ourselves best. Hi, Namira. We really do know ourselves best. So we've got to give ourselves a little more credit and allow ourselves to go with the flow. So, so you'll have to watch the replay for all of the 3 different cards that I picked up, but I appreciate you being here because I am going to play my singing bowls again, and we'll start with the first one that I was playing. This just brightens the energy, this one. Really brightens the energy. Yeah. All right. And then this one just kind of gets you going. Taking it up a notch. I hope it's coming through okay. Where do you feel that one? I feel that one up in the head area. Maybe it's because I'm holding it right here. But that other one was definitely more in the mid-range, more in my heart center, solar plexus. And then we've got this puppy. This one starts low, grounding. It has a very deep vibration until you tap it. I think this one sounds very similar to the Insight Timer one I use for my meditation. This is also a great way to clear your crystals. The sound vibration helps to clear the vibration of the crystals as well. Well, let me know what your takeaways are from any of this, what number you chose, how it resonated for you. And I appreciate you being here today. I thought I'd try a little different time. We'll see how that goes. Elliot didn't like it too much, as you can see. So thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and we will see you hopefully for Tarot After Dark. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Peace.